Hi guys, right, I was just looking at things over in America. It's the 6th of December 1943 and, well, Greater Hungary has just capitulated. So let's go and have a look. I've been reorganising some of the setups for my troops in the background. We'll have a look at that in a second. Now this unit, it's not that unit, it's one of those. Yes, this Panzer Division. I've just reorganised it from being a light unit into a heavy medium tank unit with mechanised infantry and a much heavier armour score, but they're still waiting for the equipment. That'll be there soon. It's on its way. So I've just reorganised those units. So we'll hold the Americans there. Now, over Hungary. We've literally just pushed in. I pushed into their capital, took their capital, which caused these mini pockets, and we can just delete these pockets one at a time. Boom, in. You guys, now let's do the edge of the. There we go. Attack from multiple directions, and you guys down into there and through with. Oops. Let's grab you and you into there. You guys pushing in. Actually, just get them all, that's it, in. Sending all of those guys in. Then we've got Zagreb to take out next. So you guys into there, sort that out. This area next. That's it. Delete them. You guys into there, and you guys straight in through the middle and down to the port, and then through to Athens afterwards, capturing the ports on the way through, and that'll pretty much create a very nice situation and send them to there with the mountain troops going straight to Athens, you going straight through to there. That'll really cause them some issues. That's looking good. I've got this mini invasion where they're trying to well, we've come in behind them. There was a mini invasion, but we invaded the island they came from, and let's just say that didn't turn out very well for them. And we've got this other mini invasion coming through towards Palermo. Now that should sort it. I'm going to take two of these Panzer divisions and send them through, capture the airfield behind them, and round. That should deal with those guys. While at the same time we're pushing in, and I want to push those guys through over this side of the river, creating another little pocket and squishing the Italian troops into a very, very small space, taking everything out from underneath them. Well, it's their own fault for attacking me. Oh dear, we attacked Gaming Bear. They didn't know it was Gaming Bear, they thought I was Hitler. But hey, you know, that's their mistake. So let's see what we can do. We need to so we've got another 9 factories. Let's see. We're going to need some more panzers, support equipment. Planes are doing okay at the moment. We're going to need close support. So, oh my throat, I need a drink. Cup of coffee, I think, in a minute. So, we need more oil. Producing too many tanks and things. So, let's, first of all, let's grab. So, we're going to need more medium tanks. Let's go for two more medium tanks and support equipment. Bump that up. Now let's look at these numbers. How are we looking? So artillery, yeah, artillery, significant issues. So let's get some more artillery. Check to see where we are with that, in case we've got any slots we can fill more easily. Lots of weapons being produced. Let's get to the artillery. No, I think that's all. Yeah, they're all full. So let's get now. Numbers wise, we need something for our basic troops in the background. So I'm going to go for second string, and then keep the better stuff with our heavier units. So I'm just going to go for some of those in the background, just to keep the numbers ticking through. So we'll deal with that, and we've got more oil which will be on the way. So that's looking pretty good. So the equipment, yep, that's all ticking through nicely. We're capturing that down there. Let's check the situation over against these poor little badgers, like the Japanese who attacked us and the Siamese who attacked us as well. It's all looking pretty good, and we should have some units. There we go. They're all coming into position here. Nicely done. Okay, so I'll sort those out, ready for pushing in towards Manchukuo. Well, at least stabilising the situation against them. And yeah, that's looking pretty good. So all in all, I think it's going well. So I shall pause this, and I will catch you in a bit. Okay, continuing the 7th of July, we've now moved in, captured Palermo. I'm going in to seal it off. We've got Messina, and our mobile units are already powering up through Italy to cut off the port down here in Calabria, while at the same time we are hammering them at the other end and destroying their ability to make war. And, well, hey, it's their own fault for attacking and gaming bear. You know, it is what it is. And so pushing in against their forces here, preventing any supplies from getting through because of the Kriegsmarine that we have in this region, which is quite a significant force, preventing them from moving around this area of the Med. So that's where we are with that. Then stabilising everything at the moment. I don't want to push too many fronts. I am just pushing down here to seal this off. They're pushing into there. Let's get that unit in behind, and then we're going to have this Panzer unit. They'll be in, which has got a nice template of medium tanks. Oh no, it's light tanks at the moment. I will be switching that up. Let's check my logistics. Okay, we've got the faster moving units. Light tanks got 1,000. This unit, let's double check. Is this a medium? Yes, this is the medium. So we've got one lighter tank unit and the other one with Panzer 4Bs, which are pushing through. So you into there as well, and then we're going to sweep down. Fantastic. So, cutting the country in two like I'd wanted, and now we're going to spin down towards Madras. To secure the country, while the rest of our forces are going to be pushing in, dealing with them, and let's have a look. Let's grab those and those units. In fact, let's move you guys to there, slamming into this side and then breaking through that way. And then powering through to cut off these units here. That'll be useful. And attacking in with that. So we've got multiple attacks in on one force to dislodge this area and cause them serious problems. So we could have, in effect, spin round in towards Madras, create 2 salients, and then flip and head east towards Siam, which is nice. So that's where we are with that. Now, these American situations, let's check these. The naval situation, that's fine, that's looking good. Just always check to make sure there's no force which has appeared ready to cause you problems. We're going in after them, and we've got a large force incoming. Here, we're attacking through. Now, the plan is these guys attacking in, taking the airport, and pushing straight toward between the 2 towns, heading towards Boston, while we hold them here, cut them off, and form a salient here. We will at some point very soon have the infrastructure in place to be able to just start flipping it. So we're just draining the American side of things. Let's double check the war situation. Now, the Americans, I'll be at the top. Let's have a look. So, United States, 1.78 million men they've lost. So they're at 6.7 million. We're at 5.3 million men. So it's going the right way. But we also have this this other war with an additional 8 million men. So yeah, it is what it is. So we need to be more defensive, more creative, more controlling to allow us to dictate and dominate these areas. These areas will soon be gone. Those guys are going in. That's not going to last too long on that coast, and then we'll flip those troops down towards this Portuguese area, towards Mozambique, and finally clear them out of Africa, which will then free up these troops to be able to deal with the enemy. Now, they're just holding there. Let's get those guys in to guard that border there, so they can't escape, or at least we can then hamper them if they do. And well, that's all going very neatly. Anything else? Oh yes, our ships are harassing the convoys of our enemies down here, and we're waiting for our forces to push in. We're attacking across. Now I need to get some air power a little bit closer, so let's construct an air base. Let's get that sorted, and that'll be useful. So let's bump that up, which will help to give us the advantage in the area as we push in towards Venezuela. So that'll start kicking in to allow us to keep things rolling. And great, we've landed in this zone, capturing it. Very nice. It was British zone. Now Guatemala, we're sinking them. I presume we're at war with them. They're supporting America, France, and New Zealand. So let's just say they're not our best buddies. So let's form and get a new attack. They get the attack force here, and then we'll prepare to slam straight down into Guatemala. So justify war goal, conquer Guatemala, boom, and then that will sort it out. Fantastic. So yes, that'll give us a a bit more of a stepping stone, seal this off, and have these areas stuck in between, so we can just keep our conquest going. Let's double check here. Yeah, that's looking really good. Hunting down their fleets, their supply fleets to their bases. So all in all, everything's under control. As we slowly take everything, you can see their supply routes. We've got numerous planes down here. So the Cape of Africa, which is the only place they can get things through, between Madagascar and the Gulf of Guinea, up towards the Cape Verde Plain. So by stopping them here, and also by having submarines in this area, we're closing these areas down and preventing them from getting units, troops, supplies all the way through. So just close off their access, prevent them from doing things, make their logistical systems operate at a fraction of of what it could work at, and will just enhance. It'll make your system relatively operate well. So it's little things like that you just do in the background, while at the same time we're sealing in, taking the areas here, which is then going to free up even more troops, kicking them out of this area in Greece. And they're going into there, you guys into there. And you push down towards Athens. You're already on your way. That's looking good. One there, one over to the port, and through to the second port. That's it. We'll keep that rocking and rolling. So that's looking really, really good. I'm liking the way this is going. So I will catch you in a bit, guys. Okay, 10th of December, we've pushed through and captured Taranto, which is nice. Going in, sealing this area. We'll get some planes in here to give us some more air support, which will be nice. So let's see what we've got available. So we've got some close air support in. Just a few planes. It'll just make that little bit of a difference. You know, every little bit helps in a situation like this. And then some fighter support. That'll work. Just a little bit of support. Keep the supplies going and keep the pressure on. Ready to, you guys, let's push in. Capture the port there. And then I can just focus on having the troops here. Push up towards Naples. Seal through. Attack in towards Anzio. Croatia has capitulated. And we've just gained some support as well, so that's it. We've pushed in, taken this zone, you guys into there, you into there, you guys there and down, you guys in to there, seal that off. This pocket is on its way out, seriously. And those guys are doing their job very, very nicely. So let's just say Italy is not going to last much longer. And, well, Hungary and all the rest, it's their own fault for attacking us. Now, let's have a look here. We've got night vision, which will be done in 140 days. So that's going to be middle of next year. So 1944, we will have that underway. Now, let's go for improved SDKs, as we're taking a lot of damage and losing a lot of those in the background. We're producing a lot, but we're losing a lot, so that's something that'll be worthwhile. That's looking good, so we've secured that, and I'm sending forces in around. They're trying to fall back. We're pushing through towards Madras, and I've got a second force coming in. They were in place, ready to overrun this unit, just in case they manage to fall back. Panzers there, so we can hold the force on the eastern side. Just hold the Japanese at that point and push down, swing, take the British Raj, and then go over to capture Ceylon and all of that rubber, as I said before. Now, something else I'm doing in the background is on the American coast. Not just we pushing up this way. You can see we've got two units, or two sets. One with submarines and destroyers going in, and then further up, this force will have production-wise. I'll show you what we're producing. Ship-wise, you can see that we're moving destroyers, submarines, and carriers, plus a battleship, Bismarck class, which will be coming in and joining on the western side of the United States and Canada, patrolling the seaboard this side, so to totally hem in America, prevent them from trading with anybody. Yes, and so those are going to be based in Panama, and then heading up the western seaboard. So controlling the eastern seaboard was the first phase. Controlling the the middle of the Panama Canal, and then pushing up to deal with the trade that's coming into the United States and to hamper their ability to wage war. Plus, we just gained some more factories, which is nice. So, looking at the numbers that we're producing, now we're going to need even more more in the way. So mechanised is coming on nicely. That's building up. Artillery. Let's have a look at the numbers. So artillery is a big issue. So let's get in, sort out a little bit more artillery. Work our way down. Do we need to produce? There we go. To put in another. Let's put that line in. Cool. That'll. Even though they're old, I would rather have some old stuff than no artillery for my troops. So it's a vital thing. Just keep producing the old stuff until you can supersede it with your. But having troops which don't have equipment is a much worse situation. Let's have a look what's happening here. They're trying to break out. Oh dear, what a pity. Never mind. And our troops are preparing to go in. Actually, I need you guys. Let's reorganize that. You troops. Aha, let's just get you guys into that section, but along with, how many have we got? 2. 6 units. Yep, and we'll form a new attacking force under Heinz Guderian, ready to starting there and punching down to the coast. Which will be nice. Causing them problems, and we hold them here. Cause them the supply problems, cut them off. Yeah, they've got a huge force. We just have to hold them. Hold them and just keep pushing in, bounce their armies and get the advantage when we can. Take out, oh look at that, they're sending in destroyers, and we've managed to take down the Maryland and the Quincy. Oh dear, what a pity. Never mind. Now what have we got here? And then the rest of our fleet is chewing them up as well. Brilliant. So just keep control of the different areas. Keep watching what's happening. Keep maintaining the situation. Keep putting the pressure on. And if someone is starting to threaten you, keep attacking. And what have we got here? Ah, great. They're trying to supply things. And so our destroyers, light cruisers and subs are searching the waters, taking them to pieces, as well as our planes. It's so we're starting to dominate more on the eastern side of the Panama Canal, which is really, really useful. So hampering their war efforts, preventing the supplies, preventing the trade, which mitigates some of their production facilities and makes our facilities even more efficient, because we're managing the trade side and we're all positive, which is nice. And so trying to maintain that, keep the oil and the rubber going with the likes of producing additional facilities here, because we're building more factories, so we're going to need more consumables to be able to keep the war effort going. Let's have a look at the manpower situation. 5.92 million men. Very nice. 1.61 million. And then as we get close to zero, if we get close to zero, then we're going to flip from service by requirements to scraping. You can either go straight for all adult service or to scraping the barrel. It depends which suits your situation. So that's something which would be useful, but it means by doing it as late as possible, we manage to maintain as much production as we can without having to switch our population to deal with it. You go into there. You take that. Take the island. You go in, clear that. You go in, clear that. Athens has fallen. You go straight down. You come in and into the islands. There. That's looking good. And we've just got this area here. Great. We've captured that section. Now, this army, let's get an invasion from Rhodes into Heraklion. Get that set up, and that'll head in as soon as it's ready. And I have a large number of troops. They're moving into position. These troops are on their way. Sorry, these troops are on their way to aid in the fight against the Japanese and the British. So, once you finish one battle, move your forces. That's it. We've sealed this area. These guys are moving in, ready to take the enemy. Now, first thing first, if I can push you guys. Let's have a look. Who shall I take first? Let's get that area first. Take those, seal them off, encircle these forces, and cause them basically try and cut off the port, and then that'll encircle these units up here. So we hold them, encircle them, and attack from multiple angles at the same time to multiply to give you a force multiplier. You guys, let's attack into there, take them out. That'll seal that and free up more troops. Neat. So we're holding the port, holding the airport, and we will be pushing in towards the port. Actually, let's just do it now. They're almost gone because they can't get the supplies. You go in that way. Let's check. These guys are still pretty solid, so I don't want to attack them yet, because they're anything like that would be a pain in the behind. Whereas you, let's push in, capture that zone, and then through towards the port that way to cut these guys off from any support. You know, it's a large area, and you just keep it rocking and rolling, and then when you've dealt with it, I'm then going to put in forces to guard and put down the rebellions in this zone and in the mainland Italy. So this is gone. You push in, capture that, and let's just go, attacking through. That'll sort them out. This area is ours. That now frees up all of these troops, ready to, let's add them to that force there. 111 additional armies, which is nice. And then we're going to push down through Florence, down the coast, and in towards Rome that way. Cut the country into pieces, and we'll allow that to just do its thing in the background. So let's just say I don't think that Italy is going to last too much longer. They're trying to break out. Let's check the numbers that we have here. We just need to be able to hold them. You guys, let's make sure we've got enough forces in that area just ready to hold them there. Prevent them from breaking out. And they can't get anywhere. They can't get the supplies in, they can't move. You can see the exclamations. It means they're not getting enough supplies in to allow them to move and to function. So keep things like that in mind, and just keep the battle going to your enemy. So 15th of December 1943, and it's all looking pretty good. We're gaining more control. The American side, you're thinking, oh, it doesn't look like it's really good for Gaming Bear. But let's clear that behind us. That's it, we've sealed that. These guys will be pushing through. We'll wait for that to be ready. And, yeah, you know, even if it takes time, it's putting the pressure on, drawing their forces back, securing what we've got. We've built the airfield, which is a multiplier for our air force, and more air power in as well. So let's check the air situation. We've got 1,000. We're destroying. It's a 1-to-1 basis, but I don't mind that because we've got a lot more planes and we've got a lot more production capacity. So I'm happy to do 1-for-1 because we can just wreck them completely. Here they have no planes whatsoever. Those guys, let's move those in here to give us even more air support, air superiority. So to bump this up to about 1,200 planes, and that now they're taking 50% more damage. That's brilliant. So it's, you know, the glove is completely on the other foot, and just keep this sort of thing rocking and rolling. So December 1943, and I think that's a really good place to leave it. So I will catch you later, guys. I hope this is okay to watch what's happening down here. Oh, that's not so good. I don't know. Hopefully that's just supplies and not... Oh, what? They sent... No. Where are they going? Oh my goodness. Sometimes the AI does the most stupid things. Right. Or what have I done to cause it? I'll have to analyse my situation. Let's make sure that's set up. Those guys all in. Okay, well I need to send some more troops that way. That was just awful because those guys are just going to be sunk like nobody's business. And that's not the best situation. That really isn't. So I need to get... I need ships down here to deal with this. So first thing first, check the supply situation. It could be much better. So click that to improve the overall situation, and then that will give you additional construction to allow you to see where these areas need the construction. So we'll bump those up because this area will need that additional transportability to get the troops in and to get the supplies in, so we can deal with the Japanese. So I'll need to start focusing. Yes, next thing, well, sealing off America I think is more important. Sealing America, dealing with America, but I was holding the Japanese side, and I was going to deal with that later. I didn't want to attack on even more fronts at once, but I'm going to have to shift ships in to start dealing with the Japanese fleets. And what you can do, click on the flag, and then details. Let's have a look at the fleet size. 28 ships, 26 production facilities. Okay, well, I'm going to have to get some ships down here immediately, if not sooner, to start dealing with them and hampering them in the home island, so that if we send any troops out, they can get out. So yeah, that's something I've got to do. Otherwise, that's forces that are just being bled away from this war situation. So yes, we've lost some 86,000, and I presume that most of that is actually the ships which have just gone down, and I really can't afford to lose those men. So that's something you've got to watch out for. I didn't, so we all miss things. So I will catch you soon, and I'll put something in place to deal with that. So see you on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.